Hey everyone, so here's a weird interview question. Tell me a joke. Welcome to Q&A. I'm the company's expert, and today, Ilya writes in with an email question and says, "Hi Bill, one question which made me stuck during a couple of interviews. It's when a hiring manager asks, 'What is your sense of humor? Could you tell me a funny story?' What is really behind this question? And what is the best way to answer it? Thank you." Well, thank you, Ilya. Let's dive in. Okay. Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that job interviews are situations where people are nervous, okay? People are on edge. It feels like the stakes are high. It feels like your whole life hangs in the balance, even though it doesn't, but it feels like that. And so under those conditions, normal human beings, our brains shut off and we can't think on our feet. And so we would probably not do very well being put on the spot like this. It really feels like somebody is saying to you, okay, say something extra funny, go. Right? Most people, they'd be hard pressed to deliver when put on the spot like that, especially about, humor and jokes and all this kind of thing. Now, Ilya was saying here, what is really behind this question? Well, the reason why interviewers, whether they're a recruiter or a hiring manager, the reason why they would ask a question like this, it's a clumsy, idiotic attempt to see if you are a fit for the organization's culture, in the sense that you might have a basic level of interpersonal skills, and you understand what's appropriate and maybe what's offensive, and you would have charisma in as much as you can inject humor into your business communication with coworkers, with customers, with superiors, and get a better rapport with these people by doing this, right? This is their attempt to see if you have that. Now, just as an aside, I want to say this is yet another reason why job interviews are notoriously bad ways of objectively assessing candidates. This is a situation where if you get a job in the hidden job market and it's more about personal referrals, that's a much more reliable way of verifying stuff like this than asking questions like this. What is your sense of humor, and tell me a joke. But that's what they're going for. That's the reason why they're asking this type of question. Now, Ilya's also saying, what is the best way to answer it? Well, okay, first of all, it's probably silly for me to give you a joke, for you to say when they ask you this. Now that we've all been thinking of this question for a couple of minutes, I'm sure we all have, spectacular answers to it now, right? Now that we've had a chance to prepare and think about it. The problem with this question would be if you haven't prepared anything. Now, if somebody asked me this question, they said, what is your sense of humor? I would say, well, I've got a fantastic sense of humor, and it's sometimes the reason for living. It brings that sparkle to life. If they said, could you tell me a funny story? Oh man, well, okay. Why did the candidate cross the road? To get a job at this company. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I'm here every Thursday or longer if you hire me. Tell me a funny story, knock, knock. They say, who's there? And you say, the best candidate for this job. Yeah. No, I mean, okay, this is getting silly, but the bottom line is that being able to do well, okay, at a question like this, and I'm not saying what I just said was well, but it depends more on your attitude and your comfort level than it does on the ability to rehearse an answer. Okay, now, if you want to work on your attitude and your comfort level, okay, a way to do that is to work on your public speaking abilities, okay? This is essentially, it relates to public speaking abilities because you're put on the spot, the pressure's on, and being a little bit more comfortable with that comes by being good at public speaking. Now, if you're going for a career type job, okay, you're going for like a manager job, or an executive job, that's when public speaking skills are very important. And if you're at the executive level, they're pretty much essential. Okay. So if you fear questions like this and you don't really know what to do, and it makes you nervous thinking about it, work on your public speaking abilities, and that will help you with questions like this. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.